Is there something that God did not create? This is a good question for those of you who maybe you don't really know much about the Bible. Maybe you're struggling with understanding parts in the Bible. So, first of all, God did not create sin. He's not the author of sin. Human beings choose to sin. You have a choice between life and death. The Bible is very clear from Genesis to Revelation. It's not Revelations, it's Revelation. And human beings, because of a hardened heart against God, because of the temptation of sin, because of the lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, pride of life, they choose to sin. Sin, it's false. It's a false pleasure. It's a false comfort. Sin is temporary, and it's not the truth. When you are in the truth, you actually experience things in Jesus the way it was intended and made to be. For example, let's look at this, any sins dealing with lust, right? It's a perversion of biblical love. And love is not just an emotion, it's not just gestures, actions, or a relationship between a husband and wife, or any relational relationship like a love between two friends like Jonathan and David in the scriptures. There's different forms of love. You know this when you read the Bible, when you look at the Greek. Actually, the greatest form of love is called agape, and it's a love that God shows towards us. And the Bible even says that God is love. So biblical love is way deeper than the earthly understanding of love, which is usually, unfortunately, really just lust. There's a huge difference. And that whole conversation could go a lot of different places. Another thing that God did not create is human inventions. However, he gave us the wisdom to make those human inventions. Or so there's some things that humans have made, and you may not even agree with this as a Christian who's watching this, but there is certain things that humans do, not only sinful wise, but stuff that's not sin, like certain technology we have. I do believe it may have came from fallen angels. That is not a salvational issue. If you disagree, that's fine. It is what it is. But ultimately, the most important thing for you to know is whether humans do things in their own wisdom, it's from the indirect influence of God. In order for you to have a functioning brain and to use human logic or reason to make inventions and do things that you think would make the world better, is because God, one, is allowing you to breathe, and he allows you to be in your right state of mind. So it's indirectly because of him. In the end, God will get all the glory, honor, and praise out of any human accomplishment. Amen? But he's not the author of sin. And I think those are two good things. We don't got to get too deep with it. He made you. That's a good one you should know.